Nicotine is an addictive poison which can chain you to the smoking habit. But now, with nicotine-free Nicobrevin, you can break free without putting more poison into your system. Sold by UK chemists for over 25 years.
Have fun. Now those two shouldn't be on the same page. There's everything in here. Does anybody see in here how to hit the golf? Y'all been taught that that's the hardest shot in golf to hit, and it's not. What you've read, what you've seen, if you've read a lot of golf books, a lot of golf magazines, and a lot of articles from different pros, how in the world you can put an article in there every cotton picking month for the next 3 years? I got to be BSing y'all just a little bit. You just can't write that many articles on golf. This is not rocket science, I promise you, okay? As I started looking at this, the one thing that stuck in my mind is I didn't believe anything that I read. So as I read these different articles and what have you, which y'all have done too, they say things in there that y'all don't believe either. Has there anybody witnessed that before or felt that yourself, that you read something that you did not believe in those golf books? Okay, when that happens, your brain, amazing thing, your
Nicobrevin capsules, the simple no nicotine way to break your smoking habit.
If you've been overeating over winter, join Weight Watchers now.
Look, there simply hasn't been an easier or faster program than this. I lost 1 kilo each week by following these simple guides and menu planners. I feel great being able to enjoy things to the fullest, even tempting things. With Weight Watchers, every day is a holiday from being overweight.
Join Weight Watchers today and save $22.50. Plus, you could win a dream of a lifetime P&O cruise for 2. Phone Weight Watchers now.
Toilet Duck takes loo freshness to greater heights with biodegradable Flush Duck fresheners. Long-lasting freshness every time. Biodegradable Flush Duck fresheners with germicide. They've got loo freshness whacked.
So what is all this hot stuff? What makes it hot? What makes it harder? What makes a dish hottest? Let us take a look at some of these sizzling spices used in Chinese cuisine. Of course, we started out with the most popular, ginger. Fresh ginger. Just in case you can't find it, you can always use ground ginger powder, but most Chinese prefer fresh ginger. The next to it is, of course, garlic, fresh green onion, fresh chili pepper, fresh cilantro, coriander. And then here we come to some dry spices. Chinese 5 spices, fresh cilantro, fennel, coriander, which is part of the ingredient in Chinese 5 spices. Dry spices. Crushed chili pepper, Sichuan peppercorn, fennel, star anise, cubed star anise, 5 spices. Crushed dry whole chili, and also cinnamon bark. All of these are not only used in Chinese cuisine, but in many other cuisines as well. Now, when I was growing up in Canton, China, my mom always fixed dishes with exotic ingredients. My grandmom always teach me something. Growing up in China is a very exciting experience because I never have any toys. Food is my toy. I learned a lot from my grandmother. Now I would like to meet someone also learn a lot from her grandmother. Let us give a warm welcome to the renowned expert in Louisiana cuisine, chef owner of the Gingerbread House restaurant in Oakland, California. My good friend and long-lost cousin, Chef T.J. Robinson. Thank you for joining us. See, T.J. is very charming, very sweet, and she loves to smile like me. You see the resemblance? Now, it's very important that when you do any dish to understand cooking is a creative art. And TJ, I know that you're very creative and you love to cook. What are you going to show us today?
Jambalaya.
Jambalaya. I love it. In this jambalaya, understand we're going to use a lot of ingredients. So why don't you move over here, and then I am going to give you a hand, whatever you need. Starting with jambalaya, let's go through some of the basic ingredients in jambalaya. Here, I notice that we have some andouille sausage. And in order to make a little bit Chinese style, even though you don't normally use it, I add a tiny bit of Chinese sausage, lap cheong, some dry shrimp, and also bell pepper, and also some onion. Oh, this is wonderful hand you brought with you. And also we have some shrimp. Now, first of all, we got a nice hot thing here. Why don't you go ahead and I give you a hand?
Wonderful.
Okay, how much oil should you know?
About 2 tablespoons.
About 2 tablespoons of hot oil. This is exactly 2 tablespoons.
Fine.
More or less, she said fine.
Yes.
I am just apprentice.
You're gonna give me this?
Okay, you can put it in.
About two. Yeah.
Oh,
about 2.
perfect.
More or less, right?
More or less.
Yeah.
See, I love TJ.
I'm a more or less cook.
More or less. I am a more or less. See, I'm a more or less cook too. See how much in common. You cook it. What are you doing here?
We're just stirring it. We're making a roux.
Okay, good.
Okay, and we're
And
gonna
then
stir
the
it.
next ingredient you use is going to be
Let's put some of the onions in there.
onion. That's
Yeah.
good. Onion.
Yes, and then we'll put the sausage after that.
After that, with the sausage. Why we're waiting for
And-
the onion to brown? Can I help you?
Please,
to,
I was just going to ask you to check that for me.
Let's go to this. Why don't you? Now I understand that you were born and raised in Louisiana. Can you tell me a little bit about what makes Louisiana cuisine unique?
Well, I think it's just the flavors and the spices. Just the whole magical feeling. I think, of course, I'm from Louisiana, but I think that it's just a magical feeling that you get with the flavors. That you get all the spices, you grow them, you dry them.
You do, I know that, I understand you do a lot of your own secret spices, too.
Oh, yes.
Now, how's
We
the
have
onion
it
coming
here
along?
over there.
Yeah, I want to show
This is
you.
fine. Let's put the onion and the bell pepper in here.
I am kitchen
Oh,
helper.
that's wonderful.
I need
You're
a job.
a great...
This audition.
Can I take you
This
to the
is
gingerbread
audition.
house with me?
Anytime. I'm
Oh.
looking for a job.
Well, wonderful.
I need a job.
Okay, that's
And then
wonderful.
next
Let's
step,
add the
Garlic. Gotta
Yes,
give a
garlic.
nice magic. This is one of the magical touch. Garlic.
Wonderful.
This is magic.
It's good for you.
Okay, let's turn this higher
A little bit higher, yeah.
Oh, perfect. Let me see
Okay.
how high. Very high. Good.
That's wonderful.
And then the next
now,
step-
let's put the...
Ham.
Yes.
You brought this with you.
Yes.
What kind of ham is this?
Well, that's just a good smoked ham.
Smoked ham.
Uh-huh.
Smelling it already smoked your hair.
I
What is the
smoked it. I think it's
What is it?
wonderful.
Oh, you smoked the ham
Yeah,
yourself?
yes.
How do you do it? Give us an
Well,
idea.
I have a special little smokehouse that I use. I get the
Smokehouse.
fresh ham.
Then you
yes.
can smoke all kind of things.
Of
and
course.
then next step,
No,
how
more.
about
A
ham?
little more, yeah.
Little bit more.
Little bit more.
Little bit more. The
Yeah.
whole thing?
Why not?
Okay,
There.
you can have it. The
There.
whole thing.
You're going to be in trouble. But that's
You
okay.
just said,
That's fun.
I am fine.
I don't know if I want to take you to gingerbread house or not. You know.
Right.
I think I
Stir
will,
it,
though.
stir
I'll
it.
forgive you.
Now, another thing
Now,
is-
we're going to do this. And
What
then-
is the difference between, I heard about Cajun and Creole. What is the difference between Cajun and Creole?
Well, I think that Cajun is more earthy, and I think Creole is more sophisticated. You know, just...
I totally agree with TJ. My teacher, my mentor.
That's just-
Should I add this?
One's French.
One French. This is a brawl. Tell me to stop, TJ, because
No,
you're the
keep
boss.
going.
She said keep going.
Yeah, about a cup and a half more. A little bit
Cover
more.
enough.
A little bit more. All of it.
Oh,
That's
that is
great.
perfect.
Just right.
See? You need
Just right. You
coaching.
guessed it just right.
Right.
Huh?
When are we going to add this?
Okay, let's get this on here now.
Okay.
So now we'll put the tomatoes in there.
Put chopped tomato. One gigantic tomato from Louisiana.
Okay.
And then, when this is all getting ready, we're going to talk about the spices.
Yes, we're going to
okay?
put our spices
now,
in now.
Here, you can use all kinds of spices. TJ just told me this is very interesting. This is the cayenne pepper, salt, chili pepper, crushed, black pepper. This is thyme. This is sage,
Right.
5 spice powder, white pepper, and chili pepper. And also, if you want, you can also add a tiny bit of these bay leaf. And of course, you have more spices here. This is about 28 spices.
Yes.
Aside from all this, TJ have concocted these secret spices. 28 spices over there.
Okay.
Put it all in.
Yes, now, and you put yours in too. Let's make some magic here. You put yours
we
in.
are creating magic. Go
Yeah,
for it.
that's it.
It's already
Come on.
feels so
Now,
hot.
this is supposed to be hot and spicy.
It's not
So
hot enough. This
we
is-
have to.
Wow,
Well,
this is
of
so
course,
hot.
yeah.
It is
Hot
getting
and
so
spicy
hot.
now.
Unbelievable.
Okay, this is going to be fine.
Okay. And then
Okay, we're
after
gonna-
that, we have to cover this up a little bit.
Just
right?
a little bit, yeah.
We'll cover it for a little
Until
bit.
and let's slow the fire just a tiny
Yeah,
bit.
just lower this fire a little bit.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about when you were growing up, how your grandmother teach you, and see whether we have shared the same experience. Because my grandmother teach me how to do deep frying, stir frying, but she never taught me anything about Louisiana cooking because she was born in Italy. Tell us a little bit about how, when you're growing up, how you learned from your grandmother, because I understand that you learned so much from your grandmother.
I did, and thank goodness for grandmas, I must say. When I was a little girl in Louisiana, my grandmother taught me how to sew and cook because I thought she was just really wonderful.
I think so, too.
Yeah. And I used to watch her all the time because she cooked in Louisiana. And I told her I wanted to be a cook. I wanted to be a chef like her. I wanted to make dolls like her. So she was just really special.
She is very special to me, too. But
Thank
anyway,
you.
let's
I
take a
think so.
quick look. And then, when it's
Oh, it's
almost...
peeking through.
oh,
See,
it's
as
peeking
long as
through.
the rice
And
peeks
then
through.
we'll put the shrimp
On
on
top
top.
for about 5
now you
minutes.
and then cook for another 5 to 10 minutes over
Yes.
low heat. You can line them all up like this. And then, in the very last, you can always put a tiny, tiny bit. When it's almost done,
yeah,
we can
there's
always put a
cilantro.
tiny bit of cilantro on
Yes.
top. Cilantro on top, because we got so many people, so many guests around.
Oh, wonderful.
We are going to serve a lot more. So today, I know everybody in the studio like hot stuff, so we'll make it hot.
Wonderful.
Look at this.
Yay,
How can
yay.
you do it?
I like that.
Wow.
Can I, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. That's great.
When it's all done,
It's going to be wonderful.
we will show you how gorgeous both of these would look. Look at beautiful dish. Cover it up and cook it and make sure it's nice enough. Look at this. Sizzling and it's hot. TJ, I hope our show today has perked up your appetite and make you want to add a little spice to your life. Thank you, TJ. You're marvelous. Can I kiss you one more time?
Oh, yes. And thank you. You are too.
For sharing her secret, her grandmother's secret with us. If Yan can cook,
You can too.
join me. Thank you very much.
Hello again. Welcome to Champion Baking. What we're going to do today is show you how to make all sorts of different types of bread. We're going to be doing exciting focaccia, which is becoming everybody's favourite. We're going to be doing pita bread. Now, pita bread is so easy to make yourself as well. People think they have to buy it because it's so complicated, but no, it's simple. What we're going to do first, though, is start off with a ordinary white basic bread recipe. Now, the trick to getting good, high-quality protein bread is to use a high-grade flour. Now, you can only get white flour as a high grade, but the thing is it's different is that it's got 13% protein in it. The majority of flours have got 11%. So that is why you use a high grade for making bread. Now, so you need bread as a basic ingredient. You also need yeast. Now, we are going to be using dried yeast, and Edmund's dried yeast in all of our bread making. Now, the first thing is we have 100 mils of lukewarm water. Now, got that there. Actually, I've got to put a little bit too much in. Where are we? Yep, 100 mils. All right, now you then whisk in your sugar, and I've got there 1 teaspoon of sugar, and I've got 1.5 teaspoons of dried yeast. Now just whisk them together, and what has to happen now is that that has to go into a warm place. Now there's all sorts of warm places in your home. Put it near a heater if it's in winter, or you can put it in a warming drawer, or in the hot water cupboard, or if it's a sunny spot somewhere, just put it there. Now what's going to happen, that is going to ferment, has to, and it will go frothy. Now I've already got some that I've been playing with, and it's risen up, and that's what it should look like when it's had its standing time. Now that will normally take about 10 minutes. Now we've got in here 5 cups of white flour. Now it's high grade again. Now I've got to add my